Singing, oi, oi, yippee, yippee, oi. Singing, oi, oi, yippee, yippee, oi. Singing, oi, oi, yippee, yippee, oi, oi, yippee, yippee, oi, oi, yippee, yippee, oi.
I'm keeping that in.
Doing
I'm
outlays.
keeping that in. Hello and welcome. Sports Pitch Podcast, State of Origin 3 review. Queensland have won Origin 2025.
Can we say, brother? What's that? To Diga Jota.
Yeah, okay. Anyway.
I've never wanted to punch anyone in the face more. Like, I'm very close.
Me and Moey are devastated.
Yous are. Yous would be.
Khaled
Should
is
be.
very happy.
So proud of him, bro.
Because he's adopted state. Adopted.
Yeah, I don't
It's not
mind.
his
I'll
state
take that.
of origin.
I'll take that.
His adopted state.
It is my state of preference.
Rumour has it won't be the first time he's been adopted.
Yes. Second time for him.
You know, adoption's winning right now. So
Apparently. Wallah, apparently.
I'll take it.
I know. I would too. That's why I'm a Raiders fan.
How do you guys feel?
I don't know. I've got notes here about the game and everything that happened, but how do I feel? How do you sum it up? I have no idea. Like, what the fuck do you say? We're going to talk about some players after we go through all this, but it's so disappointing. It's just like I wasted my time. I'm invested in this shit team, in this state that doesn't give a fuck. These players that don't care. These players that I say a million times grew up in the same era that I grew up, in the same era that you grew up, where we watched New South Wales just get folded every year, but we tried. We tried throughout all them years, but we were up against the best Origin team ever. Thurston Slater, Cronk, Darren Lockyer, Cameron Smith, just to name a few.
Because that performance today was laughable.
I said it was a joke.
It was, bro, if you come out in the decider and look that flat from the first hitter.
Yeah,
Flat is the word.
And on paper, you should be mopping these cunts. They had two centers that have this year, they debuted this year, both of them. One of them's 20 years old. He's putting it on fucking Latrell Mitchell like Latrell Mitchell came into the footy yesterday. And you got Shibasaki playing out of his skin, and you got supposedly the best centers in the game doing fuck all. The best wingers in the game doing fuck all. Lomax can absolutely go suck a fat one. Well, because how does he go from the best winger in the game to that?
Yeah, it was pathetic. But he kicked his goals today.
Oh, woo! If the game was on the line, he would have nailed it.
Yeah, no.
I would say the blame got nothing to do with your backs, bro.
Oh, yeah.
They put too much. I'll tell you what's bad is that Lomax played a bit like he plays for the Eels, and that just shows you like the level of desperation they want Lomax to get in. But why? You just have someone like Latrell. Yeah, he tried a lot today, Latrell.
He did.
They really, really tried that spread out to Latrell, bringing a player in and get it to the tire. They just couldn't get it done. But they stuck to that all game.
That's what I was going to say. We have two edges.
It's like Critter didn't exist. Until they done it once and he scored.
Shibasaki is making his debut.
Yeah.
You're not going to test him? Just let's suss it out. At the beginning of the game, he ran at him twice. He got through him twice.
Yeah.
And then they never went back to it.
Yeah.
They stuck down that left edge. At points, we were playing with Nathan Cleary and Luai on the left edge.
And that's where it comes down to, don't blame your backs. Your halves.
Blame the halves, 100%.
Appalling, bro.
Nathan Cleary, if they ever bring an immortal status up to this cunt again, I'm going to headbutt that wall. I will headbutt this wall on camera.
You're talking about me.
Let's talk about
I glaze him so much.
Let's talk about it after we get through this. So, game kicked off, and it kicked off with pretty good intensity. Both teams.
My ass into
it was pretty good. All right, but then just Queensland done Queensland things. No errors, no penalties. It was beautiful. It was pretty back and forth. The ball stayed in for a long period of time. At one point, it got to like 7 minutes where the ball hadn't gone out, which is unbelievable. 17th minute, Xavier Coates, he scores, opens it up after a line break on the right edge from Cotter. The ball goes out to Dearden, who looks up and Latrell Mitchell just shoots, and Cotter goes, okay.
Yeah, very weird.
I'm going to go short. Plays it short to Cotter. Cotter straight through, draws in Edwards, gives it to
Coates.
Coates scores. Oh, no, sorry. What am I talking about? That was the...
Talk about second try.
Yeah. No. I'm talking about the first try. What led to it.
It was the other edge, wasn't it?
No. That's when Cotter went through and then popped it to the hammer.
Oh, hammer.
And then the hammer juggled it. If he didn't juggle it, he was gone.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
He pumps it back. They get tackled. They just hand it off to the left edge. And then Shibasaki, again, Lomax runs at him. I thought he was going to absolutely thump him. strokes him. Shibasaki just pops it off to Coates, who scores in the corner.
What a woeful attempt of a tackle.
What's this bloke doing here? Not now. He's asking about the shave.
Whoa.
That's going to happen on the weekend.
Whoa. I forgot. Hey, good man. Can we get back to this bet? Oh, my God. I almost forget this bet. For context sake, first game we made a bet.
Well, let me put it up right here.
Which is most likely going to happen.
No, I am. I'm going to remember.
For context sake, first game we said winner, loser of the series. I dye my hair blonde. If Queensland lose, New South Wales loses, he dyes his hair whatever colour he wants. He shaves his beard to 0 or to 1.
To 1.
So, fuck. We've got to see how how it turns out for
You know what? We're going to play the clip. I'm going to put it over this video. So that it's not going to pop up here. It's just going to play over the video. Anyway, if New South Wales win the series, you're going to go blonde.
Yeah, and if I win...
If Queensland win...
Yeah, you're going to go 1.
I'll shave my beard.
Yeah, and he's going to go blonde.
And he's going to colour his hair, whatever colour.
Whatever colour, we'll see.
Done?
Yeah, done, but not black.
I don't like blonde. No,
not black.
I like darker colours, but
Yeah,
not...
shake.
not
Shake
blonde.
on it.
Shake.
Done. You would have seen it by now.
That's another win to my tally.
Yeah.
Tick it off.
He thought I was going to do it now. That was my brother.
Brother, the game just finished, bro. We're still fresh.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Coates scores in the corner. Holmes converts, making it 8-0. Queensland opened up the game in the 7th minute with a penalty goal.
Lomax playing touch.
It was fucking poor defense, bro. It started with Latrell Mitchell shooting for no reason.
He was paranoid for some reason.
We had numbers.
All game.
We had numbers.
Latrell, it was Critter.
No, Latrell.
No. Latrell was paranoid all game.
It was on the left side, and then on the right side, Lomax shot.
Yeah.
And shoot, like he stroked Shibasaki.
All game, Latrell was going for that intercept for some reason. He was so paranoid.
Yeah.
I don't know what obviously they've stated something. Whatever they stated did and went opposite, I'm assuming, because Latrell shot up all game. Looking for that intercept, looking for that interference.
Yeah.
And sorry to cut you off.
And then we continue on with that. 26th minute, Toya gets the ball. Latrell Mitchell, solid contact, right? And then To'o joins in on a tackle. They start dragging him out.
Right.
Everyone forgets to hold the ball. Toya just throws it back, and out of all people, you want it to land in the hands of, right? And this is what I was saying before the game. I said, with the hammer, you're gonna miss the ball playing.
Yeah.
But when it comes to support, there is no one better.
No. Right, and quick off the mark, too.
Unbelievable. He's the guy's a rocket, but there is no one better just following the ruck.
He floats around the ball.
Yeah,
bro.
following the ruck and expecting that ball to just pop up to him.
Yeah.
And it was like, in that situation, why are you there? It was on the right edge, and he just thought something's going to happen. And that's the difference between New South Wales and Queensland. New South Wales will give up on every play. We'll get to one in particular, right, where they just gave up, and it could have been a massive turning point.
Yeah.
They just gave up. Queensland... It doesn't matter who it is. It could have been Papali'i out there. I swear to God. He would have been there thinking this ball's coming out.
Yeah.
And it did. It came out. Hammer gets the ball straight through. You're not touching him. Draws in Edwards, popped it to Dearden. Dearden scores. My God, Dearden.
And more often than not, we see that Hammer, not just always in the right place at the right time, but more often than not, he's untouched.
Yeah.
You realise that with Hammer, he's one of the very rare fullbacks. He's him in the drink water.
Yeah.
Very often you see him that untouched when
Yeah.
they're finishing or scoring or setting something up.
But that's his speed.
That's the speed.
Yeah,
that's
that's what I'm saying,
that's
quick off
speed's
the
that's
mark.
off the mark. The acceleration, just
And it's expecting. It's not like being in the right place at the right time means it sounds like, oh, you got lucky.
Yeah, it's their awareness.
It gets
It's their
to
awareness.
a point where this guy has positional awareness. He
Yeah.
knows where to be.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's the mentality that the Queensland have. That it's not, like you said, anyone could have been there.
Yeah.
They're expecting that ball to come out. There's no other way about it. New South Wales will be like, all right, he's dead with the ball, he's gone out. These blokes are waiting for it to come out, and they know it's going to come out.
When I get to the point where I said, like, we had a play on and we gave up, I'll tell you about it. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it was pathetic.
And that's actually one of the reasons
from
why I
New
wanted
South
to
Wales.
Fodaweka gone.
Yeah.
Because that sort of awareness and that desperation, he didn't show any of it. He showed a bit of courage in attack. In defence, desperation just wasn't there for me.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Holmes converts 14-0, and on the stroke of half-time after a repeat set is forced by Queensland through a dropout on second, 10 metres out from the line. Dearden literally gets the ball from Grant. Dearden has a crack through, slices through, gets taken down by his ankles. Quick play the ball. Harry Grant picks it up, and there was defenders all around him.
Yeah.
Shoves some off with the upright, got there and helped him out a bit. Shrugs off another player, slams the ball down.
That sort of put...
That was the nail.
That was a nail. That was
Yeah, you could say that was...
20-0,
Yeah,
it
you
was
can't
over.
say because Second half, you've seen he's come back.
Yeah, but 20
But that was
over.
almost a nail on the coffin.
Queensland were not going to let a comeback happen again.
Yeah, nah.
No way.
If it was 14-0,
Yeah.
you could see it.
Yeah.
But with that 20, bro,
20, yeah.
nail
It was
deep
basically
in the
done,
Yeah.
busted.
Holmes converts, and that was what the score was at half time.
What a game that
20-0.
cunt had too, bro.
All right, well,
Holmes, well,
I reckon every player had a good. I reckon the least
Queensland?
performing player was Nana, and he came in for the last 8 minutes,
yeah,
maybe
less.
less
Less than 8
5
minutes.
minutes.
Let's check, actually.
Bro, unbelievable.
No, you know-
Every touch, every defense, bro. The cover defense, everything done
yeah.
down to a T. And this is what Queensland carry that New South Wales does not carry.
How much
Pride
did he
in
play
the
for?
fucking jersey.
5 minutes. No, I played for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, and I reckon he got more involved in the middle ruck and the gritty stuff more than your halves.
Well, in 5 minutes, he made 15 metres off 2 runs. So
Yeah. Well, there we go.
it's not bad at all. Made 2 tackles, missed none. All right. At half time, completion rates, Queensland, 100%.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, of course it is.
That's unheard of.
That's what it
And
comes
how
down
many
to.
times did our ball hit the ground? What's our completion rate?
At half time,
Yeah.
it was 70-something. I don't know what it down, but I remember when I was looking
This
at
is supposed to be an immortal Khaled halfback. Immortal, apparently.
Well, you can't blame that on him.
How many times did he pass the ball hit the ground?
Yeah, but completion doesn't mean that. Completion means drop
Yeah,
balls,
but
this,
yeah,
that.
but the
Yeah,
error's
but
going to come
he's
from
not
that.
wrong because a lot of decisions Cleary made were just going to nowhere and no man's land.
Yeah.
Forcing
And
the
his kick selections today were
because his bad passes, bro. Queensland rushing up in the lines, causing errors.
yeah
Of course, it's off the
puts
back.
pressure, just puts pressure.
It's annoying. But anyway, I'll
Because
talk
the one
about
I'm
Cleary
strict
after.
to suck it.
New South Wales second half starts a lot more intense. Okay, which was expected, right?
Yeah.
They're down by 20. Fuck. All right. And they threw everything at Queensland for that first 15 minutes. Threw everything. Queensland just kept defending up until the 55th minute. The ball gets spread to the left before multiple offloads sees the ball go back to the right, finding Critter in a mile of space in front of him. He takes it, pins his ears back, scores in the corner. And with 25 minutes to go, I'm like, this game's still alive. Did I think we were going to win? No. Right? I thought at 20-0 it was over. But there's a bit of hope there, right? Lomax converts from the sideline. I'm like, ooh.
Did you see who nearly tackled him, by the way?
Who?
Who was that last defender chasing
was
him
it?
to the end? Lindsay Collins.
Lindsay Collins, that's right.
All the way out on the edge.
Yeah. There's this
Sums it up.
Queensland.
If that doesn't, what does?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Queensland,
sums it
right? So in the 56th minute, it's 20 points to 6. 17 minutes into the second half, the ball gets to Critter, who puts in a kick. This is what I'm talking about, right? 17 minutes to go.
Oh, I know what
Game's
you're
on the
talking
line.
about.
Critter puts in a kick,
Six.
perfectly sits up.
That
his knees up.
we've seen it countless times.
Yeah, with the
History.
Bulldogs, he always does it.
Beautifully.
And the Panthers. We've seen
Coach
countless
picks it
times.
up. Critter runs. He's sprinting. So when you're sprinting, it's very hard to stop
And defend.
and defend. Right, very hard. It's either you have to make a decision early
You're either
and
pummel him
hope
or you're
and hope the attacker has made the same. Goes the same way.
Yeah.
Right. He didn't. He went the other way. But the ball. The thing is, like, he didn't catch it on the full. It was bouncing.
Yes, there was time.
So there was time for the defensive line to get there.
Connor Watson was there.
Ample
Yeah.
amount of time.
Where was he when he picked it up? He was
On the
literally
dead ball
on
line.
the dead ball line. He picks it up on the dead ball line, beats Critter. So there's a bit of time gone.
Yeah.
Beats Critter, runs out of his in goal, gets tackled on a 10-meter line.
Crazy.
The guy ran 20 meters.
Crazy.
And there was only 2 defenders there to luckily tackle
Yeah,
him
to
on the
tackle
10
him on the
meter
10
line.
meter line.
Connor Watson and
Someone else. But yeah,
Someone
Connor
else.
Watson was one of them.
Connor Watson.
If that was Queensland that kicked the ball,
We were seeing it.
because 13,
Papali's up there.
yeah, 13 players are there. 13 players.
Every time you guys picked up the ball anywhere near the 10-meter line, you were getting tackled around that mark. So-
That play broke me.
Yeah.
I don't mind if we lose a close game or we give it our all. I really don't. Right? But that play where the game's on the line and we need to score next and we have to put pressure on.
No urgency whatsoever.
No urgency because the kick was put in perfectly. Even if it goes dead, for the slight chance that it sits up, which it did, be there. Fucking be there.
Not even the slight chance he sits up. Contest the ball.
Something.
This cunt could slide past it and you could score.
I wish there was they showed a fucking, like a shot of it. I wanted to see what the fuck were the players doing. What the fuck were they doing?
Where's his winger, by the way? Because he kicked it to the corner.
No one
So
was
where's
there.
the winger?
Lomax wasn't there. No one
To
was
be
there.
fair, like to give
There's
you
no
guys,
to be fair.
To be fair,
There's no to be fair.
Critter is known. He's literally kicked that in the Panthers Broncos grand final.
Yeah, and he kicks it for the Bulldogs every
He's
time.
known to kick this all his career, yeah?
Yeah.
He kicked it on fourth, whether it was expected or not. Like you said, the
Time.
game's on the line, Origin Series on the line.
Cousin, there was so much time.
Because this
There's
ball,
so much more reasons to be there to be there than to not be there.
there shouldn't
You
be
know
an
what I mean?
excuse why you're not there.
There is
Because
so
it's-
much more to play for.
It's fourth.
Yeah.
It's fourth, first of all. Second of all, it bounced 500 times. You had enough time
Yeah.
for the whole fucking 13 players and the bench to get there.
Yeah.
But one cunt got there. The guy that kicked it.
Yeah.
That was so fucking annoying. Because I look at it, I go, if that was Queensland, I swear to God, they'd all be there. Papali'i would be the fucking first one down there.
I walked off.
I swear to God.
I walked off.
It's
Wallah.
fucking upsetting.
Wallah,
Because
walked
I care so much about these cunts. I care so much. And then you got them doing that, which shows zero care factor.
And they shouldn't be doing this.
Zero care factor.
Like-
They don't care.
On paper, this team should demolish the other team.
100%. 100%.
For them to show zero effort, these are the best players in our state, let alone in our game. 90% of them are better than Queensland's players.
Yeah, they are. That's true.
But it comes down to mentality, bro. And Laurie Daly, we've seen him coach before, and he brings them no mentality. He gives them no reason to play.
There's a time you should stop blaming your coach, but bro, this seems like the same.
I'm not
repetitive-
blaming his coach.
I
I'm
know,
not
but
blaming the
this-
coach.
The coach should not be brought up in this game.
I'm not blaming the
Because,
coach at all.
Yeah, there's some
But what's the game plan?
like for me, as long as you guys have Edwards there and he is fucking out and out gun, he's not a game breaking or game changing
Pappy
fullback.
should have been.
No, it should have been
Tedesco,
Teddy.
Carlos.
Even or Teddy, but
It should have been Teddy.
Because you give Pappy a run over Edwards these days.
You know what? Actually, I want to cover players and selections. Finish
After.
the game off, and I want to get in depth with this.
Queensland with 12 minutes to go in the half. 12 minutes to go in the game. Make their first error.
And it was Robert Toya.
Yeah.
He has every reason to make it.
First
20 years
error.
old, cunt.
Yeah,
And it was, well.
and it was by trying to create something.
Yeah.
That little flick back.
And
Was
it
this after we lost our challenge?
Well, yes.
Which fucking Toto's head got ripped off, let's be real.
Yeah, but it came
No,
after.
that wasn't
It
the
was
challenge,
after
right?
the knock on. Yeah, it was.
Oh, was that the challenge?
Yeah, so he challenged for a head high.
So then what happened?
Well, they checked the whole thing. And
Oh,
before
because
the
they
head high,
saw-
there was a knock on.
Okay.
So you get the first one.
But don't
gets-
you retain your challenge at that point?
No, because there was a knock on.
Okay, but they didn't challenge that.
They did.
Yeah, that's
they,
true. I
No,
think you
they
sh-
challenged for a head high.
Exactly.
Yeah, but there
Yeah.
was a head high.
There was a head high.
Yeah, but there was a knock on in the lead up.
But then wouldn't they retain the challenge because the
No.
head high was there?
No,
Okay.
you got it wrong. Because the call was Queensland get the ball back.
How was the reffing?
Fucking, let's talk about it after. 73rd minute, Queensland get the ball back on the halfway line from a Latrell Mitchell forward pass. Queensland to start the attack, putting the Blues under a lot of pressure. A kid gets played at, 6 again call, and off that, on third tackle, Dearden gets the ball, dummies, straight through a Luai tackle, scores his second of the game, and puts a cherry on top of the cake.
Yeah.
Hey, fucking.
Icing on
For
the
a
cake.
wonderful series.
Wonderful series, such a
Wallah,
well-deserved
amazing. He was a
Wally
fucking-
Lewis medalist.
Yeah.
So
did he win it?
well-deserved, yeah.
He
He won
had
it. He won
had
it
to.
with closed eyes.
Yeah, he had to.
It was either him or Munster.
Man of the
Munster
match and the Wally Lewis medalist.
well deserved.
And 100%
Yeah.
well-deserved. Holmes slips and misses the conversion.
Oh,
I started cheering that.
I didn't see that.
I
I
celebrated.
walked off at that point.
No, I
Rumor
celebrated
has
that.
it he put his Dragon jersey on before that
No,
kick.
before that kick.
Yeah.
Just before that kick. Because
Yeah.
everything else they've done before that.
Yeah,
Was
and
not
then
Dragon
let's just wrap this up. With seconds to go, the Blues get the ball back off an obstruction penalty. Blues march down the field, and on last, the ball gets to Luai, puts in a grubber. The first grubber he put in the whole game.
I was going to mention that because
The first grubber.
game 2.
It was a
How many
weapon.
did we score off grubbers?
2.
Two.
Well, he had
Yeah.
5 contributions and 2 assists.
In game 2.
Yeah.
Bro, killed it. This week, none of that. One high ball, one kick, which, mind you, Cleary took about 3 runs on fucking last.
Yeah.
Like right before last and left to kicking to Luai,
Luai.
right outside the 10.
We'll get into Cleary, bro. Fuck.
Right. Grubber goes in. Toto scores in the corner, equalising. Toto equalises the record for most tries in a single series. Well done to him. It's a good achievement.
You're very big
But
feat. Very big
It's
feat.
it's a very weird feat to get on a losing side.
Yeah.
Most tries ever in a series.
Yeah.
Well,
Get
he's
you on
been
the
probably
losing
our
end.
best player of the series.
Yeah, it would,
Yeah, he
I
was
reckon
pretty good. He ran for
yeah.
a lot this game. Let me just bring that up. How much did he run for?
I think 190 or something.
No, way more than that. Way more than that.
Cousin, he's injured, bro. You can tell the way he's running. He's carrying.
He
the
ran for
injury.
224 metres.
Because he made a break
Yeah.
down the sideline, and
Yeah,
he was
224
borderline
metres.
limping.
He
Yeah.
got pumped this game, bro.
Yeah. Oh, bro. When he... Anyway. Lomax converts. Queensland win. Origin 2025. 24 points to 12. All right. There was a break To'o made down the sideline. And Dearden comes across. I seen it. I'm like, he's going to drop, that little shoulder drop To'o does and just fucking fold whoever's trying to tackle him. Dearden fucked him.
Yeah, literally, absolutely mauled him.
And I'm like, what's this guy made out of?
Dearden he's renowned for his defense anyway.
But that was unbelievable.
He's relentless. When he put his foot down, he was fucking everyone.
Unbelievable. Congrats, man. Good on Queensland. Fuck the better performing team won. The better team lost. On paper.
Yeah.
Bro,
on paper, we should absolutely mop Queensland.
Yesterday, me and Khaled told you Munster had everything to play for after his dad passed away, and you did not believe it. And understandable because the teams on paper, this game should have went 50 times out of 50 or 40 out of 50 times to New South Wales.
Yeah.
But, in reality, 40 out of 50 times Queensland will win it.
I know,
because they care so much more. They want it so much more.
And this leads back to when Queenslanders say New South Wales does not get fucking Origin.
I was going to say
Wallah, we don't.
Well,
we don't get it.
When I said it to you guys, so you guys, I'm not here to like rub someone in the wound, but it is what it is, all recorded anyway. Start of the series, you guys laughed and ha, it's going to be a sweep. And I remember I laughed and I looked at you guys, what's fucking funny? I go, you guys just don't get it. This isn't based on individual stats. This isn't based on premierships won. Do you remember when I said that?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about this on the drive here.
Yeah.
This exact conversation.
And then you guys were laughing. I go, I honestly don't get you. This is Queensland's life, bro. Footy. That's all they know is footy.
Literally.
That's all they know. There's too much shit going on in New South Wales for them to worry about this game. Or they live their life.
There's not that
footy.
much shit for these cunts that are playing. There's 17 flops that are playing.
Yeah.
There's not that much going on in their life besides footy.
Yeah.
There's not.
Well,
they should get rugby league. They should get Origin.
They should, but unfortunately, it's just like it's bigger than playing, and it's just so obvious that Queensland.
They play with their heart.
I don't want to say get it. It's thrown around too much, but they play with their hearts.
They do, cuz, but they know what it is. Like, in Queensland, right? These parents raise their kids.
Yeah.
You're gonna one day represent Queensland.
That's their goal.
Yeah, you're gonna represent Queensland.
Yeah.
Like these guys, their whole life is fucking Queensland.
Of course.
And we're over here, no one cares.
And
Wallah, no one cares.
the crazy thing is we've got this fucking ocean of players because of the reserves that come through our New South Wales ranks.
So much.
Compared to this little cesspool that fucking Queensland have. And they still find a way.
It is a cesspool. It's 100% true. Continue, yeah.
Cesspool.
Yeah, and they find a way to just breed these kids that will die
for the jersey, yes. And out of this little bunch of fucking kids, they're shitting on a whole world of fucking talent.
Because if you see Dearden walking in the street, you think he fucking bullshit.
Would you think he's a halfback that takes on the line the way he does and strains up the
but
attack?
let's look at all
I think he's fucking played for Manchester United, fucking De Bruyne.
Because, I swear to God, City.
Sorry,
Queensland,
sorry.
for example, Cameron Smith.
Yeah.
Guy looks like an accountant.
Yeah.
He's the greatest player of all time.
Thurston, what was he? He's heaviest. What, 60 kilos?
No, he was probably 80, honestly.
He gained weight in the end.
I don't know, cuz. It's just, it's so disappointing. And I thought, like, that dynasty of... So what kicked off the Queensland dynasty, right, of the 8 in a row or 9 in a row, whatever it was the hand grenade from Brian Fletcher.
Yeah.
Right, and the kids coming up then seeing that, the youngsters, the 17-year-olds, the 16-year-olds, your Jonathan Thurstons, your Cooper Cronk, your Smith, they were fucking youngsters. They were 17, 18, 19 coming through when what's his name? Brian Fletcher done that. And they always bring it up. They always bring it up.
It's just
I thought the blokes now that are in the team now would have seen 9 in a row or 8 in a row, however fuck much it was, and go, fuck these cunts, we're going to kill them. When I play for New South Wales, I'm going to kill them. They don't care. Like, I don't understand.
Because ever since these
I don't understand.
You know, we should technically, on paper, we should have a dynasty right now.
100%.
The way you had a dynasty, from when that
Of
dynasty
course,
ended and all those greats retired, we should have had a
It
dynasty
should
right
have
now.
started
since-
at 2020.
No.
Before?
No.
18?
No, 2019. 2019 was when it should have started. I swear to God.
What, Teddy, Turbo, and
Yes, all of them.
when they were in there,
All of them.
just prime of prime.
But we go back to the
Nothing.
2020 team. You just go back there, and because we have hope every year, and like you said, we laughed at the start of this series because we have hope every year. But we don't look back at 2020 when they had fucking Corey Allen as a fullback. And they had, what the fuck's his name on the wing? I forgot his name.
Branko and Edric Lee.
Branko and Edric Lee.
We're on an
winger
edge.
pairing.
We're on an edge.
Holmes and Gagai.
Who were the halves? I can't even remember.
It was DCE.
DCE was the captain.
DCE and...
I can't remember who the 5'8" was, but...
Because that's besides the point.
It's actually so sad.
DCE and Brimson?
No.
Brimson.
But
No,
continue with the convo, yeah.
Yeah, I can't
That's
remember
besides
who.
the fact these blokes had probably one of the shittest back lines you've ever seen in Origin history, and they still won the series because they get rugby league, they get fucking Origin, and we just don't. That's a simple fact. They've broken me, cuz I don't want to watch Origin anymore.
That's not game 3. Go on game 3.
I'm looking for it.
Believe it or not, that game, I remember like it was yesterday. I remember wearing my jersey that game and looking at the people I'm watching it with. I go, we're going to win.
Can I tell you the team?
Yeah, please.
This is in 2020, game 3. This was the decider. Corey Allen, Val Holmes, Dan Gagai, Branko Lee, Edric Lee, Cam Munster, Cherry Evans, Christian Welch, Jake Friend, Josh Papali'i, Kurt Capel, Felice Kafusi, Tino, Jaden Sewer, Harry Grant, Lindsay Collins, Joy Arrow.
Compared to
James Tedesco, Daniel Tupou, Clint Gutherson,
Yeah,
Jack
that's the same.
Wyden, Josh Addo-Carr, Cody Walker, Nathan Cleary, Sai Feedy. Nathan Cleary was there then too. Fuck me dead. Sai Feedy, Damien Cook, Payne Haas, Angus Crichton, Tyson Frizzell, Jake Travojevic, Del Finucane, Junior Paulo, Nathan Brown, Isaiah.
Fucking me,
Nathan
Dad.
Brown played Origin.
Yeah, Nathan Brown played a few games.
I remember watching that game. I was telling Moey that I was just confident we're going to win. It
What,
was so weird.
2020?
That game. Yeah, it was so weird. Like, it was just like, I remember looking at Sheikh. I was watching Sheikh at his house. I remember looking at him. I go, what a Queensland thing to do is to just win this game.
That's funny that you're allowed to have confidence. That's the funny
Yeah.
thing. With a shit side, you just had
Yeah,
confidence.
yeah.
You know me today going into this game, zero confidence.
Yeah.
With that side side, wallah, I had no confidence.
I was so confident.
I know you were. It's
And they
sad.
made me eat shit. They made me eat shit.
It's not fun. Like that's something that'll happen because
Let's go to the main
I couldn't even tell you
Let's
what.
go to the main topic.
What's the main topic?
Cleary.
Start of the season.
Cleary.
Who's your halves? I reckon it should be Moses and Luai because they won the series last year. Cleary's the best halfback in the world. Since when I'll say this again for the 5th time. Since when has
fucking
that
idiot,
transition
this
to Origin? Tell me
This
when.
guy who says he's an immortal,
Yeah.
he says Cleary's an immortal, but you won't pick him
I
for
didn't say
Origin.
he's an. I
You
said,
said he. No, you
Okay,
did.
I did.
You did. And
But-
you even had a go.
But for me, it just made so much sense. Is the team that won you the halfback, the halves that won you the series last year?
Yeah, you don't
Wouldn't it
change
be
it.
easy to copy and paste?
Yeah, I agree. But listen, it doesn't even matter. Moses got injured. It would have ended up with this half pairing anyway.
Cause at this rate,
Would have ended up with
You're
this.
telling me injury? Cleary's not playing with an injury right now.
He's 100% he is. And it burns me. 'cause
even
why
if he
you playing
wasn't,
him?
this cunt doesn't get Origin. He doesn't get it next year if he's there.
He won't.
Nah, there's no way. I'm off him.
crazy if he's there.
I'm off
Cause
him.
there's
I don't
no
care if they win the
crazy.
competition.
I've
Completely
been-
different. Now, let me talk about this because I hate this topic. I hate this topic and ends it. Cleary ended it today. Dearden. Is Dearden an immortal? Wallah, Dearden is 10 times the player Cleary is. Wallah, he is. 10 times. Fuck Nathan Cleary. 4 comps in a row. Suck my dick. The pinnacle of rugby league. The hardest stage. The toughest stage. Right? This cunt cannot fucking dominate. If anyone calls him a fucking immortal, you have no idea what you're talking about. Zero idea. It's actually a fucking insult for those who are immortals.
Well, you know what? I agree. Well, I agree.
It's an insult for those. I
Surely
swear,
you
if
agree.
he becomes an immortal, it's a joke. Wallah, it's a joke.
I'm the biggest glazer, bro. You guys known it for years of Nathan Cleary. This game done it for me, bro.
It has to.
Oh, bro, I just got weird goosebumps saying that. I think Cleary has exited out of that immortal status until this keeps going on.
You're the oh, fuck's sake. I say pick him because he is by far the best rugby league halfback. The
That we have today.
He is right now. He's the best. It's clear. And then I go like he's got one more thing. There's one more step to secure you immortal status. It's one step. I know it's the hardest step of them all.
It really
to dominate
is. It
Origin
really
is the
is.
hardest step of them all.
But with the team he has, it shouldn't be that hard.
I agree, but listen, and that's why I was so confident today. I'm like, if Cleary comes out and fucking plays the way we know he can play, and take the game by the scruff of the neck, The way Darren Lockyer has in the past, the way Andrew Johns has in the past, the way Cooper Cronk has, Jonathan Thurston, fucking fullbacks like Billy Slater. Their games were Greg Inglis.
Cherry Evans.
Cherry Evans, thank you.
Yeah.
Right,
Dearden.
Tom Dearden.
Munster.
Tom Dearden.
Moses.
Yes, Mitchell Moses.
Luai last year, third game.
Do that. We'll win the series. We'll win it easily.
Comfortably. It should be.
But the guy just cannot play when there's pressure on him.
Yeah.
When the defense just goes, fuck it, we're giving you no space. The guy did not know what to do. That pissed me off how they were both playing on the left side. What the fuck are you doing? On the right side, you've got Critter. On his outside, you've arguably got the best winger in the league. Use that fucking right side. Shibasaki's making his debut. Test him. Fucking test him.
He went untested.
He had a very easy night
Test
out.
him, cuz they wouldn't fucking give. And when does Crichton get the ball? On an X play. On a fucking X play. We set up to go
killed
back
his
line.
skill. Yeah,
X play.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because what was the game plan today? What was the game plan for New South Wales?
It was go on left side.
Left side and what? X ball.
Yeah.
No, left side would actually
Left
give
side
it
I
to
was
the
playing,
drill.
right side
Yeah, and
X
right
ball.
side X ball.
Yeah.
Payne Haas, I've never seen him because he was drained.
Yeah.
Every fucking set, he had 3 X balls. Well, like, what's the point?
He actually came off in the second. He came back on in the second half, and he still looked tired.
And you never say that
tired.
for
The bloke
Payne
was
Haas.
taking 2 hit-ups, fucking set.
They're milking the
And they
hell
were
out of
both
him, bro.
X balls, and cause there was this short ball that fucking he threw. One of the worst short balls I've ever seen in my life to, I'm pretty sure it was Spencer Linu.
Yeah.
Because the defender was right here.
Right in front of him.
Right
yeah.
here. But by the time he caught the ball, he was flattened.
Cuz Payne Haas, look at his stats, bro. He ran for 15 meters. Ran 15 times. How much meters do you think he ran for?
No, 130.
I got 200.
107 meters
107 meters.
of 15 runs.
Nothing, because the X ball was happening right in the defensive line.
And Queensland fucking they see it from a mile away.
That's so insulting, bro, to Payne Haas.
100%
107 meters.
107
I was going to turn it,
meters.
cuz I was going to call him a shit cunt today. It had no effect, but it's not his fault.
No,
It's
you
not
can-
his
no
fault.
way.
It's not his
no
fault.
way
You
it's
can't
his
blame
fault.
him. This
No
fucking long-chinned fuckwit keeps giving him a short ball from hell, and he just keeps
Because
doing it.
we had way more chances on Queensland's try line, right? How many times did you see a short ball to a forward? Honestly.
With who?
In New South Wales on Queensland's defense.
Yeah.
Queensland's on their line. How many short balls did you see from dummy half to a forward?
None.
How many did you see from first receiver to a forward? Just short ball?
None.
None. Or sideways.
Yeah.
We're all playing fucking sideways. Sideways footy does not fucking win you games at club level. At fucking club level. Straight in the fucking defense. Compress the defense. It's the simplest way to play footy, but it's the most effective. I swear to
course.
God. Compress the defense.
Especially when you have Payne Haas in the team.
100% because he needs 5 players to get him down.
You straighten up the line, cuz you set up these fucking 2 Kleb that are the best wingers in the
I swear to
game on
God.
the outside as well.
Oh, cuz.
Because these centers can get them good ball. Just straighten up the line.
Who comes on as well for New South Wales?
Connor Watson. Oh, sorry.
Spencer. Spencer comes on. How much players need to fucking bring him down?
Yeah.
Give him fucking balls, compress the defense, and then spread.
Well-
It's the simplest way to play footy. These guys were going from the left all the way to right, and when they go right, Lomax didn't even touch the ball. X-ball to Crichton.
Yeah, and Queensland's like, okay, just
And you-
slide left, slide right.
But yeah,
It's not
because they've never been compressed.
You know what burns me more? Cleary's running sideways and he does this little flick with his wrist that pisses me off. The run behind
Yeah,
me.
run behind
and he
me.
does it 5 minutes before the fucking defensive line sees it.
Yeah. And then Connor Watson comes on and does exactly what you guys are calling for.
He did. He turned it for us.
straightened
Yeah.
that up hard.
Yeah, he turned it
He
for
was
us.
killing him in the middle, but he had nothing to accommodate him. No one there in support.
Because the halves weren't doing the same thing he was doing.
And-
They're not on the same page.
Can you, your back four, your back four, bro. Look at, please, Shibasaki, Toya, Holmes, and Coates. Is Coates better than Lomax?
No.
Is Shibasaki better than Critter?
No,
Not in any
Is
day of the week.
Toya better than Latrell?
no.
Is Holmes better than
To'o,
Toa?
no.
Come on, bro.
It's unbelievable. Wallah, it's unbelievable.
Munster, who had a quiet game,
They had a good game.
he had every reason to have probably the shittest game of his life.
Yeah.
Still done exactly what Dearden needed him to do. Liero played 80 minutes, I think.
Liera played big
80 minutes, I'm pretty sure, if you can check it.
66.
66 minutes.
Massive.
You know how he done all game?
Just take
passed
the ball up.
No,
No,
bro.
no.
He just passed it, didn't.
Literally.
True.
How many runs did he have?
He had 15 runs.
15
How many
runs.
meters?
Same as Payne Haas.
Yeah, oof.
He made 111 meters. He ran more than Payne Haas did.
Yeah.
But he was setting up the halfback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was doing his job.
Run in the
Yes.
middle, take the ugly,
never done
shitty
that.
ass tackle, and just pass to Dearden. That's all you had to do. Dearden played so direct today. Fuck me, bro. He's not even a big boy, bro. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
the
You see him on the
tackles this
street.
guy gets in, the hard work, the yakka he's putting through, bro. It's unbelievable. And what a win for this team, bro. Honestly, probably up there. One of the
31 tackles, by the way.
I've got a top 5.
None missed?
31. No, you missed a few, but 31 tackles by Dearden.
I got this up there, top 5 win of all time, with the shit Slater had on him in second game,
Yeah.
the passing of Monster's dad, the 2 debutant centers this year, the loss of your captain Cherry Evans,
Bring him back, Papali'i.
bringing back Papa
What a
Leahy,
master
bro,
stroke, bro.
who in his last, I think, 9 or 10 or 8 games, he's only lost 1 decider. Fuck me, bro.
Because I put Wallah, yeah, and you got to give credit to Billy Slater.
You do.
That's the
Masterclass.
Because the difference between both coaches is one of them. You have to bring it back to the coaches. One of them gets Origin, and the other one simply doesn't.
I'm not bringing it to the coach.
No, he's not the problem, but he doesn't get Origin, Ali. We've tested him before, and it didn't work out.
He
Why are
does
we
have
testing
your
him?
worst. Is it the worst record he has?
Yeah, but look at the
That's
team
good.
he was going up against.
Yeah, look at the team he has.
Bellamy coached against them as well that time.
Yeah.
But this is different.
Look at the team he has.
This is different. You got to remember, we've been through 3 coaches in 3 series.
Yeah.
A lot of chopping and changing. When it comes to coaches, that means a lot of different styles and
Yeah.
thoughts behind the game. It doesn't help.
Yeah.
Where Queensland stick with one coach throughout the whole time. You
But
lose.
that one coach
continue.
gets Origin cards.
And he lost last series. We lost this series. Let's see. I don't even know. Is Laurie Daly going to be our coach next year? I have no idea.
I
don't
almost
even
guarantee
know.
you. I don't
I have
know.
no idea.
I reckon if the next year, if it's decided already after 2 games, if Queensland have won it, I reckon, it's his last
Because
year.
Wallah, at this rate, I'll rather be a whitewash. Because don't give me hope. Don't give me hope. Like, whitewash me and get it over and done with.
Do you remember that confidence after the first game?
Yeah.
I don't know how we lose a game. I don't know how we don't get this whitewash. It's so crazy how this game can turn in a minute.
I said whitewash. I said I want a whitewash. I want one. I still want one. Because the least I deserve as a fan for the fucking 9 years that I watched in a row. I want one whitewash. I'm not saying win 9.
Oh my, yeah.
I want a whitewash. I don't want to just win the series. Just win me a series. Win a few in a row.
Another thing, bro. Ponga wasn't even playing.
Nah, Ponga, Reece Walsh was the
Hammer
second
was-
Reece
choice.
Walsh wasn't even
Because
playing.
Hammer at fullback was a master stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
And
find the
it's
space and give
Yeah,
it to
because he
him.
knew. He said, you know what? You don't have to ball play.
Yeah.
You don't have to ball
Because
play.
he doesn't
Just
ball
get
play
it.
club
Just
footy.
support.
Support. Do what you do best.
Yeah.
This whole game plan of ours is going to focus on you being there to support. And it fucking worked to
It's
a
not
team.
about the best players you pick. It's about finding their strength and
playing
playing
to
to
it.
I'm sorry, but we need a revamp next year. Like, Edwards surely can't be picked anymore. Cleary can't be picked anymore.
Edwards gone.
Cleary gone.
Edwards gone. Cleary gone.
Cleary. I think it's
Right.
Katoa's season, bro.
Yeah, surely.
Yeah.
I think he's prime.
You test him out because we're not.
He's the future.
ready.
He's ready.
Right. Edwards gone. Cleary gone. Loai gone.
Yeah.
Fucking there's forwards out there that can do a better job
How did Max King go this last time?
because he played for 23 minutes.
Did he?
Yeah, 23 minutes.
Because Otokamanu, I don't know why he was there.
Commander should not be there.
I don't know why
he didn't have
he's
the
there.
worst game, but
Yeah, but
Yeah, but it's
he's
crazy.
never proved himself to get
He
there.
doesn't dent the line at all. Like he had one good
Yeah.
run this game and
Yeah.
he was non-existent.
Where has he proven himself to be there? Even at club level, he's fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
Because
I
Melbourne
wouldn't
barely
say
won him.
horrendous, but
Because Blake Laurie has better games than him sometimes.
I don't know.
Kyle
don't know.
Flanagan had a better game against Canberra. And
I
said
don't know.
this
I don't want
year's
to talk
outside.
about New South Wales. They're just
Then
fucking
Nathan
dog
Cleary.
shit. Let's go back to Glazing Dearden because that was unbelievable.
I'm done, cuz. Wrap this video up.
One player ran for more metres than him.
one player.
Oh,
One player in the Queensland jersey.
Valentine Holmes.
No, it was Xavier Coates. He ran for 163 metres.
How much did Val run for? He
Val ran
fucking
for
had
120 metres.
Yeah, he
Right.
had a
Tom
game.
Dearden ran for
I
157
feel like he ran
metres.
more than that, cuz. He had, but even defensively, the people laugh at his defense.
No,
he was there on point.
That's what I mean, cuz.
Do
When
you
they
remember the
fuck 'em-
cause to not select him?
when they put the Queensland jersey
Slater,
on, it's
bro.
a different thing.
Cuz, well, I'd love to see him in on the wing at the Dragons, wallah. He's getting old as a centre.
Yeah.
Push him out the side, bro.
Tom Dearden tank. Okay, refereeing. Dog shit.
Game 2 and
What
3.
the fuck are you
Referee-
talking
I
about?
would've-
How many forward
I-
passes did he miss?
Refereeing dog shit, but not he didn't not sway the game at
No,
all.
no, I'm not saying that.
But he was honestly playing as if he was like Stevie Wonder would have done a better job.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
So many calls that he missed because there was a
Because
play.
New South Wales got so many calls. So many calls.
Because there's a lot of calls like laying down in the ruck, laying on players, both sides.
Yeah.
He wasn't calling them.
Yeah, he was like
Nothing
yeah,
at
he
all
wasn't
because they were
bothered.
having sex on the ground.
Yeah.
I don't mind it if you're going to let it play on. I'm talking about clear knock-ons. For example, when we challenged.
Yeah.
Clear knock-on. I seen it. I said, why the fuck are we challenging? Hudson Young clearly dropped it.
Yeah. Everyone's seen that.
Missed it. The forward passes.
Disgust.
Latrell threw
Holy
two by himself.
shit. Two.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like
do
what I
not
was saying.
say, because there was a flick pass where literally
yeah.
went 2 meters for Latrell threw it like that.
Touchy was standing right next to the fucking top.
Tachi's sitting there and Klein's standing right there. How the fuck does Klein get this job? When you got Grant Atkins, is such a good ref. Such a good ref.
Out of the bunch is the better one.
He's the best one.
But
I
even
can't-
those 4 passes, bro, those touches, what are they doing?
I don't know. I
Playing
have
their
no
nuts.
idea. I have
But
zero
Sloan
idea.
gets a fucking crisp ball on the weekend.
Yeah.
And the touchy's
Straight
fucking.
away.
And
He's
he
there.
pulls out with his cock.
He's on it. He's on it.
And he, mind you, was about 100 metres behind. Sloan.
Yeah, you know that man that yeah, but straight away. But in here, they were playing like fucking.
Because there were so many calls that
I
he
don't
just
know.
he completely missed. Grant Atkins should referee every big game. I swear to God, grand final state of origin.
I'll cut it off if Ashley Klein isn't the grand final referee this year.
I agree with you. They love him so much. I don't know why.
It's fucking hopeless. You might as well let that girl ref.
Please,
What's her name?
please,
Belinda Sharp?
please.
Nah,
Belinda Sharp and the Badger's wife.
yeah,
Walla
but-
put them
but
both on there
yeah.
instead of him. Walla put them both on there. At least she'll call calls. She'll call those ones, but she'll call calls that weren't even there. But it doesn't matter.
Anyway,
That's the series, man. Wrap
the
it
end
up.
of it all,
Congratulations.
Queensland win.
And Queensland just get fucking origin, bro.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe if you have enjoyed it. All right, your support will help and it will lessen the blow. Because we know a lot of Queenslanders are going to watch this, and if you are from Queensland, you did watch this throughout the end. Let us know in the comment section. All right, please leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't already. Description below, find our socials, TikTok, Instagram. Make sure you're following, and we'll see you on the next episode where I will have no beard and Mo will have coloured hair.
What's the colour there, by the way?
I don't know. I want to find a nice colour.
Peace.